Hello, it's Kindo, and today we're back with another Tuesday tutorial. Today's sound is going to be over the Kim Squeak. So, very unique sound, very popular sound, very tricky sound today. It's basically doing a hi-hat, but in a very odd position and a little bit more tongue pressure. So instead of you're getting a little bit more behind it. You can kind of hear that right? So, not the hardest sound, but if you're not too comfy with hi-hats, and I know that sounds silly because you're like, Kindo boots and cat, but like seriously, if you're not too comfy with like different, like all those type of and all those different types of like hi-hats, might be a little tricky for you, just being honest with you guys. Like I said, it's really not the hardest sound. It's controlling it. For me personally, I'm still learning it, I'm still working it, controlling it, and just that positioning. You gotta get used to that positioning, kind of like when you first learn a lip roll and you're like, oh, my jaw. For me, it's kind of the same thing. Right now I'm like, my tongue. But yeah, let's get into this. Like I said, I'm not the best with this sound, but I can teach it, so let's do this. I know this sounds weird, but I want you guys to do a hi-hat for me, so go now. Try to again, but try to hold it. I'm not using my breath yet. Just now you'll notice when you're doing this hi-hat, the tip of your tongue is kind of in between the teeth, and it's like, or sorry, I said in between, right behind the teeth, and that same like spot. I know that sounds silly, like that where you're doing the hi-hat. Try to push up and put pressure. So instead of push up, and you're probably gonna get something kind of weird like that, either a little airy or just like this little pressure. When you're doing the Kim Squeak, yes, it's a weird position. It's a very weird position, but I notice you're almost going like, it sounds silly, but with your tongue, like what you're pronouncing, you're almost going deet, like that. Like, I'm not gonna do the positioning with it yet, but if I try to do that same, like, if I try to put that pressure, rather than doing a TS, like rather than doing a, if I try to make it almost like a CH, like have that snappiness to it, and I do it right on the tip of the teeth and the tip of the tongue, you can already almost hear it, right? That's kind of the real big first step. Like I said, you're doing a hi-hat, way more tongue pressure. Hi-hats feel very easy, smooth. This one's a lot of pressure building up on the tip of tongue, and right, like for me, maybe kind of mess. I've never done this personally because I just kind of happened to figure it out. You may have to maybe move your tip of your tongue around and find the right position. For me, here's my teeth, right? The little line, my tongue's going in my mouth. My tongue's going right here in the line. For me personally, it feels like my tongue's pushing up and that pressure's being released through the teeth. All right, so I know you can kind of hear the Kim Squeak. Kinda. The reason why you don't fully hear it because it's not in the right position, and I know you guys are probably annoyed right now. You're like, Kindo, I just learned this. Now that it's the same exact concept, that's why I really want you guys to work this, because that's kind of how I've been working it. Like I said, I'm still learning this sound and trying to really develop it. I've been doing this, working on this tongue pressure and really pushing it, because if you can get that tongue pressure, you get it, through your teeth, and you already have that pressure and that sound, you have it, okay? Here's where it gets a little weird. It's gonna look weird. Once you get it though, you'll be like, oh, it's not that bad. Now your tongue is here. Reposition your tongue to your top lip. Sorry not to get all close, but going from here to here. Okay, I know that looks super silly, but that's where you're going, is here. And I'm like kind of almost going like on the inside of my lip. When we're doing the original one, we're in a kind of like a ooh position. Same thing. Top lip. So your mouth is gonna, mine kind of almost goes into like a triangle. But here, and then when I push, you'll see when I tend to push out, my bottom lip tends to flatten. It almost looks like I have a triangle mouth. But see it? See the triangle? It's the same. It's the same. That pressure. It's just different positioning, and you feel it on the inside of this lip. How I'm changing the pitch, you hear I went like that. It's the pressure. You can't really like open your mouth or close your mouth and change the pitch. This one's more about like how hard are you pushing it. So when you hear me going like do, it's the pressure is increasing every time I'm doing that. When I go like or like that or that type of thing, the pressure's increasing. But that's the main concept behind this Kim squeak, is really just getting that tongue squeak and then putting it on the lip. And you got it. Two things. Work it on a metronome if you need to, if you want to try to get it really quick and get speed. For me personally, I'm still trying to clean mine up. I don't think mine sounds necessarily clean yet. Some people are like, oh, you got the Kim squeak, that's sick. I don't think mine sounds clean yet, so I'm still working mine. I haven't really even done metronome work just because I'm still working on tones with this. And the second thing I would say is also kind of mess with both breath and no breath. I hope that makes sense. So what I mean is this. With the hi-hat, we can just with our tongue, like no breath, we can just right? We can do those little tiny hi-hats that take no breath, and we can also with breath, okay? Or even if you go like you can with your breath, right? Same thing here. You can totally just do the sound, or you can push it and so you can hold it. It just sounds kind of weird and feels super weird. But yeah, that is pretty much the Kim squeak sound. Hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial today. If you guys need help, shoot me a DM on Instagram. You guys already know the deal. Kindo Beatbox, keep that in mind. Not Kindo Beats, I got hacked. If you guys like the video, let me know in the comments below. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, you guys can always leave a comment in the comment section below. But yeah, that's pretty much the Kim squeak. There's not really too many variations to it. It's kind of more of what can you add to it. Yeah, not the hardest sound. Like I said, just put in some work on this one and I think you guys will get it. I'll see you guys for the next tutorial. Did this tutorial help? Leave a comment and let me know. I love to see feedback from you guys so I can see what's working and what needs more work for the tutorials. Thank you to Mac for providing the sweet music you heard in this video. Click the link in the description below to check out more of his music and give him a follow on Instagram. Massive shout out to CTB for creating my logo. From the Kindo logo, the Human Beatbox logo, and more. CTB has created a ton of popular logos you guys see in the beatbox scene today. If you need your own custom logo, be sure to find CTB on his social medias. I put them in the description below. And while you're down there checking the description below, be sure to find me on all of my social media. From Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, everything. I'm on it all. You can find them in the description below. I recently just started doing Friday live streams on Instagram and Saturday live streams on YouTube as well, so be sure to find my social medias and keep up to date with everything. Have you heard of the World of Beatbox? It's my Discord server where we throw weekly jams and game nights. Once a month on the server I throw a workshop as well where I teach you some of my best tips, tricks, and advice with beatbox. I'll answer all of your guys' questions, and then we have a big jam after the workshop. I left the link for you guys in the description below. Check it out. I hope to see you guys on the server soon. Head on over to my Patreon for a ton of exclusive Kindo content, from monthly lessons to behind the scene footage, bloopers, exclusive tutorials, Kindo merch, and more. There's so much happening on my Patreon. Check it out in the description below. Do you need a specific type of beatbox? Maybe you need a custom beat, or even want a personal Kindo shout out? From beatboxing in movie scenes, to commercials, to even beatboxing for the Santa app on Alexa, I've literally done it all. Find me on FIVERR so we can discuss more on what specifics you're looking for or what you need. Link in the description below. And last but not least, thank you for watching. Please give a like and subscribe as it helps my channel a ton. I upload 2 or more videos for you guys every single week, and I hope you guys have been enjoying the content lately. Thank you again, and have yourself a blessed day.